Hello, my good people. Let's just jump into Angelina. We are on chapter 66. Chapter 66, people. The last chapter, 65, was a very, very, very long read. And it had to take somebody to do a deep dive into the story. More and more revelations in there. Those who are reading and those who are not reading, don't mind. I give you the back-to-back, behind the scenes of the story. Now, Angelina's parents had been away in Dodoma. Dodoma is another town in Tanzania. I think I'll give you a background to Dodoma as well, because you need to know what was happening. It's like I'm in London and you're in Manchester, somewhere, quite a distance in between. Are you with me, people? So, they had been away for about a week. The day I'm discharged from St. Elizabeth Hospital, that evening, the next day, they left for Dodoma. Both the mom and the dad. If you're following the story, you know what was coming next. So we are left home alone. To pretty much, to me, it didn't really add up, but I didn't make sense of it until there was this sense of freedom around each other. In a very, very beautiful house. I mean, the guest wing, where Angelina would join me. You know, we had access to the whole house anyway, but they went home, the parents. And it was something that was probably a common occurrence. They probably would go to the other side of the country, Dodoma. But me, I thought they wanted to give us some bit of privacy. You understand what I mean? So that Angelina would have a bit of room to take care of me. I'm telling you, it would reveal so many things that our relationship was all about. That weekend, we would go to church together. St. James Anglican Church. And you know, when you go to church, you're praying, you're more or less out in the public. So I meet so many people, and many people were paying their sympathy to me. So, because the snake bite incident had gone wide. Arusha was the talk about Arusha. It was about huyu Muganda alikuja hapa kwa TZ, aliumwa nyoka. I was bitten by a snake. So you can see I'm being exposed to the wider public in Arusha, and more or less Angelina is in the front line. So it was it's not easy when such news goes around. News of an incident with all the dynamics of things. Probably me, I was thinking maybe the parents had to leave. Maybe I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to it. I just didn't want to focus on that and pay more attention to my time together with who? With Angelina, the beauty, the Tanzanian beauty. You know her already. So the story is about two people, me and Angelina. So we had a good time. We had a good time, people. Follow the story. Those who are reading the story are enjoying the juicy parts. Things that I cannot come through in the discussion now here. This is just update about the story. And now we are going into chapter 66. of the story. The story continues. I'm still in Arusha. Now, Angelina's parents had been checking on her and me, more or less, so they are returning. In chapter 66, Angelina's parents are returning back to Arusha, back home. But I'm making my way. In my mind, I was making my way to return back to Uganda. The visit had exceeded the time I was expecting. Hello, welcome back.
How are you?
I'm good.
What are you doing with your...
No, just use the stuff.
How are you?
Hello, this one is my beautiful friend.
Long time. But not today, I'm not in the mood. How are
You
you?
look nice, I'm fine. I'll see you inside.
Yeah, I see you.
Okay. Now, this is it. Chapter 66. You are asking me. You want to know what is happening in chapter 66. So we're going to explore so many things in chapter 66. I don't want to give you much of what is coming in chapter 60 because you're going to read it. You have to read it. But I've given you a hint. I've given you a clue. Angelina's parents are returning back from Dodoma. And I'm in Arusha. Majengo, upscale Majengo. And during their absence, me and Angelina, we have had enough time. She confesses to me so many things. She opens up to me. She tells me so much about her life. We get to know each other. And similarly, me personally, I tell her about the Kenyan beauty. I told her the truth that I was in a relationship with a Kenyan. And whatever happened and what didn't happen, whatever, we didn't break up, that. I did not break up with the Kenyan beauty. I did not. But these are the things that, when you are in love, these are the things that happen. Are we together? You begin to open up. Hadn't it been the snake bite incident in the Ngorongoro Serengeti Plains, all this wouldn't be happening. I was not expecting to stay this long in Tanzania. But now, what was supposed to be a week, not even a week, it was supposed to be 2-3 days, a weekend, turned into 1 week, into 2 weeks, now we are in 3 weeks. Now, I'm beginning to discover more about Angelina. She was the only daughter of a Tanzanian billionaire, very, very upscale family, and she wants to settle down. These things happen in life, especially if you're the only child and probably loved. And the parents pretty much didn't have any control about what decisions their daughter would make in terms of who to fall in love with. Sometimes it is very hard for daughters. Come here and tell me, daughters. If you have ever been in this situation, did you have to consult your parents that this is the man of my life? No. Sometimes things just open up. And you have no control. You don't, and I was pretty much fitting the right boxes. I was ticking the right box. I ticked the right box. So that's how the story is going. But we are going to enjoy chapter 66. And we shall look into how Of course, the romance is there. You know that I've always put you behind the scenes, you know. But because this is a very, very intelligent story, I don't go into the unnecessary. But of course, as you read, you would see that this is leading to this is leading to that, this is leading to this. But I'm going to give you a sweet chapter. Of course, we made love on the first night. Remember when I slept in the guest wing of the Ahmadis? Ahmadi, my friend. Ahmadi was hosting me in Arusha. You know that. That night, we set our eyes on each other. Angelina slept over with me in the guest wing. She returned home in the morning. That was the attraction I'm talking about. It was intoxicating. These things happen. We were swept off our feet together. And we just couldn't. The question of time was relevant. If you remember that we were dancing, once we got dancing together, everything changed. The party ended. Her parents were leaving. She wanted to stay longer. And she ended up staying over with me. I escorted her to the car. She was living with the parents, and then she decides to return back. And that pretty much was a pretext that she's going to still be with her friends. Of course, she had friends. There were friends around at the party. So, but the parents were leaving earlier, around probably 10 o'clock. So as the party continued, and then it's, pretty much everything winds down. What was next? And remember, I'm in the guest wing, so I have my own privacy where, I was being hosted at the Ahmadis. Alafu Ahmadi alishanga. Ahmadi couldn't understand what was going on. My friend, msichana umemwambia nini? What have you told this? He couldn't even fathom that. But it was already done. I was in love. Tulikuwa tumeshapendana. There was no going back, you call it that. If something is occurring, and that would set in motion what was coming next. So that was the weekend. We met on Friday, the first time. On Sunday, she's at the party. On Monday, when I was supposed to return back to Nairobi, because I had been hosted, somebody can ask, why did you have to leave the Ahmadi's place? Of course, Ahmadi had told the family that I'm visiting him. So I'm going to be visiting him for the weekend. That was the plan. And I didn't want to overstay my welcome. And that would determine the next decision I made to check into the new Arusha hotel that Monday. Do you know New Arusha Hotel? It's a very, very, it features on a tourist map. If you ever go to Arusha one day for safari or anything similar to that, Arusha Hotel, New Arusha. It's now run under the 4 Points Sheraton Hotels. 4 Points is done. The hotel is, Everything I'm telling you is true. It's not made up. It's true. So that's where I would check. So my extended stay in Arusha, I'm staying at the hotel the 2 weeks before the snake bite. And after the snake bite, I would move into the home of the Angelinas. So you see, I want you to get the whole situation. Okay. And Angelina used to come and see me at the hotel. You see what I mean? There was no hiding anything. It was in plain sight. Our relationship was very much in the open. I was on holiday. I was young, 1997. How old was I? 1997. That is coming to 30 years ago. Nilikuwa kijana sana. Nilikuwa kijana. Si ndio? Ama niseme, ama niaje. So that is the situation. This one has melted early today. Usually it is solid. It's warm as well. Are we together, people? So chapter 66, we are going to go further. You're going to see how it becomes a family affair. The whole relationship is now in the open. And it seems like I've met the test requirements. The parents were, they had no objection with their daughter. Do you see what I'm talking about? Do you see what I'm talking about, people? You get it, man. Get it straight. You see what I mean? So, I left home alone. Angelina drives me in a Jeep. The car was a present to her by the dad. Jeep. She drives me. The day we went to church. Sasa huyo ni nani? Huyo ni nani? There was a lot of curiosity. There was a lot of interest. But that's what I was telling you. Everything was in place. Hi, what up? You're always in a rush nowadays.
I come early.
You're good.
Everything good?
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow. You coming tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll come.
I'll see you Wednesday then.
Okay, what have you done? So that's what I mean. Everything was mahali ya dunia, kila mtu alikuwa anatuona. Walishangaa. Do you remember the introduction, the visit that turned into something else? Yes. Why would you think she would do that kind of thing? It became something else. The introduction or the visit. She introduces me to her family. So that is what is coming tomorrow. I will do the write-up. And of course, the read will be uploaded maybe Sunday. Because it's going to be a long one. It's going to be a very long read. So we get, because I'm leaving Arusha, I have to return back to Uganda. But I'm caught in between. There's a lot of things that are going to be destroyed. I don't want to talk about them now. You say, Kegus, tell us what's coming in the story. Don't worry, you're going to read it. You have to read it, innit? Yes, you have to read. So, chapter 66. You're moving. Did I make a decision to stay in Arusha? That's all coming. But I have to return back. So we shall see. Okie dokie.